Awesome news, guys. I just got back grocery shopping for this video. I'm about to show you guys a really awesome recipe by Michael Kory himself. But when I got home, I found this in my mail. First off, a humongous thank you to NW Beer Mike Caldone, just an awesome subscriber who happened to have gotten the Train magazine that I'm featured in this month. And he actually tweeted me, asked me for my address, and sent it out himself. He covered the postage and everything. And Mike, I appreciate that tremendously, my man. That is very generous of you. Thank you. Woo! So here it is, Train magazine. I think the last time I was ever in a magazine was my magazine cover back when I was 19 years old. So it's been ages. Here it is. He even included a full page of a handwritten note that I won't show you all of because he included personal information at the bottom. But basically, to sum it up, he starts off with, "Congratulations on the magazine, Nick. I'm a huge fan and I watch your videos for daily lifting tips and motivation. I appreciate the subscriber support, dude. I really do. You have no idea how much that means to me." And here it is, the little feature. Like I said, guys, it's nothing huge, but it's kind of cool. You see yourself pop up in a magazine, especially when you're not expecting it. And the best new tip, powerlifter and bodybuilder Nick Wright explained the value of water when lifting heavy. First thing I recommend is every strength training enthusiast drink close to a half a gallon of water as soon as you wake up, and then remain hydrated all day. The more hydrated you are, the stronger you will be in the gym, and the safer your joints and tendons will stay. With an old school picture. I don't even remember how old I was in that picture. But I remember I was pre-contest when I took it. That's pretty cool. That is from the article that was featured on bodybuilding.com recently, if you guys recall. My face graced the front page of bodybuilding.com recently from an article. And I got to give a huge thank you to Isatory, my sponsors, because they are the ones who have been linking me with this exposure lately. It's all been through Isatory. So thank you to Isatory. Humongous thank you to Mike Caldone. Thank you to Train Magazine for featuring me. And thank you for you guys for all your daily support. Seriously, it means a ton to me. So it's a cool little update, little magazine feature in my days of being fluffy. I didn't think I'd see one again. Alright guys, check it out. Today's video is being made only to give a huge shout out and show some major love to my boy Michael Kory. I've been wanting to do this for a long time because Michael Kory is an awesome YouTuber who does amazing cooking recipes. He has tons of healthy desserts. I mean, he has his own cookbooks out available. So he's an awesome YouTuber. He does some training videos, of course. He's in the fitness community. But he has amazing recipes, healthy desserts, you name it, he has it. And I've actually been into a lot of his healthy dessert recipes lately. So what I wanted to do is make a video showing you guys one of my favorite recipes of his, make it for you guys on camera myself, and hopefully introduce you guys to Michael Kory and his YouTube channel if you guys aren't already aware of it. So Michael, my boy, I'm going to do my best to try to emulate your greatness. So Michael's channel is in the info box below. The exact video of this recipe I'm about to show you is in the info box below. Now that's important because I'm going to really butcher his recipe bad right now. What his recipe is a very, very, very healthy protein jello. Basically, the only macronutrients in it are going to come from the protein powder that you're using. So if you're using just a whey isolate, it's only going to be 20 to 25 grams of protein, however many grams of protein are in a serving, one scoop of your whey, your choice. And the carbohydrates are going to come only from the banana you use. That's it. Beyond one scoop of your whey protein of choice and one banana, all you have to use is one pack of the sugar-free Jell-O, or is it calorie-free Jell-O?
Sugar-free.
Sugar-free Jell-O.
It has only 10 calories in it, I believe.
Yeah. There's probably even calorie-free versions of it out there.
There's virtually, there's no carbs or anything. I don't know.
They have versions that are pretty much just sweeteners, so it's like almost calorie-free. Either way, pretty much it's just a lot of protein from your protein shake scoop and some good quality carbohydrates full of, vitamins and minerals from your banana. And that's about it, but it's in the form of an awesome Jell-O, kind of a souffle feel. The protein blends in with the Jell-O and gives it a little more of a thicker texture than what Jell-O normally is, and it tastes delicious. So here we have mine. It's not done yet. It needs to stay in the fridge for another hour or so. As you can see, it's still very liquidy and not done yet. But I'm about to show you guys, I'm going to rewind it and show you guys the steps I took to make this Jell-O. It's really, really, really cheap, really fast, really easy. Takes no baking whatsoever at all. You just need a bowl, a fridge, a pack of Jell-O, measuring cup, a shaker bottle for your whey. I use Sprite, I'll show you that in a second. And you're good to go.
And a banana.
Let it be known, big difference here. Ari and I have been making his exact recipe that is in the video linked below. This is a little bit of a remix to it. This time I used the real the real Jell-O packets that have carbohydrates in them.
19 grams of carbs.
Yeah, per serving, and we use the full thing because it's going to feed a lot of mouths. Basically, ours is going to come out to a high carb, moderate protein, It's really just going to be a good source of carbohydrates that taste delicious for after workouts, and I'm going to share it with a bunch of friends. So don't necessarily take my exact ingredients. I'm just going to show you what I do. Again, check out Michael Kory's video for the exact recipe. And if you have any questions, again, guys, remember this is not a Nick Wright recipe. This is my boy Michael Kory's recipe. So bring your questions to him. Without further ado, here's me destroying Michael Kory's recipe. Alright, so the recipe goes like this. It's very, very simple. First you take, in this case, I want to make something really clear. We're using regular Jell-O. Michael Kory recommends that you use a light Jell-O, and every time I've made this, we use the light Jell-O. This just happened to be all I have left on hand. It'll work out fine because honestly, this is still only 19 grams of carbohydrates per serving and 2 grams of protein. So it's still not super high in calories or anything crazy. But we're going to use it, and we're doubling our dose today. Michael Kory says to use 1 cup of boiling water, and he puts the adequate amount of Jell-O in to match that. So we're going to use the whole pack of this. That requires 2 cups of boiling water. If you have one of those glass pans, that's best, but this is not a very high frequency baking household, so I don't have that. Use one what I got today. So you take the boiling water, you then add in your Jell-O. Ooh, smells delicious. And for the record, I'm using strawberry, because again, all I had left. You can play around with the flavors, find what works best for you, find your preference, of course. And stir it around, obviously, until it all dissolves into the water. So then, you take 1 scoop of whatever your favorite whey protein is, okay? Obviously, I'm using the Vanilla Eat Smart. Personally, I recommend vanilla. That's the flavor that Michael uses. It's pretty much just a very neutral flavor that blends well with fruity tasting things. But again, it's your personal preference. Find what you like best. So I'm using the double vanilla ice cream Eat Smart. Obviously, what protein powder you use is going to dictate the macros as well. So from there, you take your 1 scoop, put it in a shaker cup. You can either use 1 cup of water, or he says you can use a cup of almond milk, or even a diet Sprite if you want a carbonated type of Jell-O. Now, again, every time I've used this, I followed his exact recipe to the T, and I used the water. Today, I'm going to try the diet Sprite because I'm very, very curious about how it tastes. So I'm adding 1 cup of Sprite into my Vanilla Eat Smart, and it's foaming up. It's foaming. Give it a second, ladies.
Not overflowing dough.
Not overflowing. This is like the ratchet Northeast Coast version of Michael Kory's kitchen segment. Michael's kitchen's all like clean and beautiful looking and pristine. He does everything professionally.
Ours has a broken door from you smashing it.
Hey, I had no choice. Someone took the key off my keychain and didn't tell me.
Bunny took it off the keychain and put it in the mailbox.
And none of you told me. So then we're going to take our protein, mix with Sprite. We're going to mix it right into the Jell-O. Come over here and get a look at this, Ricky.
Oh, yeah.
Notice how it just permeates into the Jell-O. I don't know.
Good vocabulary usage.
Cooks usually say like cool things like that. I don't know. And we stash it in the refrigerator for about 90 minutes. And that's going to be phase 1. So we'll check back in about 90 minutes. So in the meantime, I've been bringing my old drawing skills back. I haven't drawn in forever, so I'm rusty. But I kind of want to get it going again. So I've been doing this little sketch. Just kind of going, like, I don't have anything planned out for what this is going to turn into. I'm just drawing as I think about it. I don't know, going with the flow. So far, we have a mouth, kind of. That's the lower jaw, chin. That's the upper part of the jaw, nose, some teeth, a molar. It's turning into something. All I'm using is just a pencil and a gigantic eraser for a medium. But I definitely want to get back into the drawing thing. Anyway, it's about that time, so we got to pull this out of the kitchen now. I mean, the fridge. Doing wonderfully at speaking. Ooh. Look at it. Still liquidy, but it's nice and cool now. I used to do all these stunts with knives and people would get all like freaked out. So like, don't throw knives. So I'm just going to throw knives again. Anyway, next step is really easy. After 90 minutes, you take it out. It's cooled off, but still liquidy. And you just add a banana. This is the part Ariana messed up a little bit.
That's what happens when you don't show me a video. When I ask that you don't film me.
Anyway.
Filming you.
So Michael Kory makes sure to specify, wait till it's cooled off. Once it's cooled off, you throw in the bananas, slice them all up. This is going to be, if you do the way he does it, the low carb, calorie-free Jell-O version, this is pretty much going to be the only source of carbohydrates in there, just your banana. You mix it in. Make sure it's all mixed in. You should probably use something other than a knife, but whatever.
Yeah. Starting to gain some consistency.
Oh, yeah. Just want to get it cool enough to where it's still liquid. You can mix the bananas in.
You know what this reminds me of?
Right.
Osmosis Jones.
Oh, yeah. So stick that back in the fridge for another...
Bananas?
Actually, it might be 2 hours. Is it 2 hours?
It is 2 hours now.
No, 2 hours. In 2 more hours, it'll be done. Good to go. Show you what it looks like in a minute. So while we've been waiting, here's the update on Dragon Breath. Not even close to done, obviously, so it's kind of hard to see what it's going to look like when it's all done. But so far, again, lower jaw, upper jaw. This is like a gigantic horn with some antler-like, shapes to it. But basically a gigantic horn jutting out the side of its jaw. And there'll be obviously another one adjacent to it. So it'll have 2 horns on either side. Satanic-like. I'm not sure where I'm going to go with it yet. Eyes might be somewhere back here. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. Like I said, I don't really plan anything ahead of time. Just as I add lines, I just decide where I want features to go, and that's how we do it. So that is the final product, ladies and gentlemen. A nice jello-y souffle there. I don't really know what a souffle is. I just picture that. But yeah, that's it. So subscribe to Michael Kory's channel. Check out his video for the official recipe in the info box below. And enjoy it, guys, because it tastes delicious, and it is very addicting, and you'll eat the whole thing really fast. Right, Ricky?
Yeah, no, I'm feeling like it's about to happen.
He's Instagramming it or something.
I'm Snapchatting it.
Yes. What was your final verdict on the jello?
I want to make it again. Like this weekend.
I had a really big smile after I ate it, so I think that explains all of it.
Yeah, it was banging.